what they're gonna play. Come on, give us something spicy.
Any guesses?
Oh,
Black
Croc.
Ooh, and is that Boa? Oh,
Oh,
green
maybe.
me.
Okay. This is the Battle of the Warlords. Okay, here we go. We have the Cross Guild.
Yeah, the Cross Guild. Next up, Buggy, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a massive lover of the Black Crocodile.
Oh yeah, well I'm actually quite familiar with the Mihawk deck, so this is gonna be great. We actually know what we're talking about.
For once we know what both decks do. So for those who are listening at home, Black Croc is one of those decks that tries to play out its boss monster from turn 4 onwards. Ideally, it has that second curve, so it can play it on curve, and it's the 8-cost Black Crocodile.
Yeah, I've been that Across Black Crocodile. Thank goodness it's not whatchamacallit, it's not leader locked.
Yes.
So you can put it in a couple of decks that a bit of spice. I've been experimenting with my Black Purple King.
Ooh.
Yeah, just ramp up and then just keep freezing. It's just kind of freeze deck. But in this specific deck, you need, yeah, like you said, you need to see those boss monsters, and
Yes.
especially with Mihawk being able to it's a battle of it's a battle of fridges. I just thought of it. It's a battle of fridges because they have Beppo. They have Beppo Lord to freeze it as well. Oh my gosh, okay.
Mihawk is all about freezing, and Black Croc is all about freezing as well, but slightly differently. Black Crocodile was also one of my favorite decks to look at during the reveal season, because you looked at it and you're like, the leader says I can't KO via effects. What's going on? Like, what's the payoff for this? And it's like when your opponent has a 0 cost on board.
Oh my gosh.
But then you see that 8-cost Black Crocodile, and you're like, okay, everything makes sense now.
Yeah.
This is going to stun absolutely everything. I'm going to have a character that just cannot be removed from the board ever, basically.
And here we go with the 5k swing first with
Momo.
Mihawk. Yeah, goes for the Momo. Oh, I remember Kevin. I saw him at Nats. He was on one of the top national top 16 players, where he was playing a
Wano
Mihawk. That's right. Yeah. So
I love it. I mean, it does allow you to search for this Kikanojo, which does untap at the end of every turn, so it gives you a really nice free target to target with your leader effect.
Yeah, great also substitute for the Coffin Boat, because if you don't see the Coffin Boat, you could always use Kikanojo as well for a substitute over there. Goes for a 5k swing to get rid of that Mononosuke.
And then playing the Bonkure.
Bonkure.
Wonderful, wonderful card. For those who don't know what it does, it is on KO, you get to play a 5 cost or less from your trash.
Now, ideally, the 5 cost that you want to play is Mr. One, right?
There's actually a couple of options. You can run Miss Doublefinger as well, which gives your board +1 cost across the board, and she's also a bit harder to kill. But Mr. One is also an incredibly good pick as well, just because he's a blocker that has good effects.
Kevin just familiarizing himself with the leader, just seeing what's going on here. Okay, never mind.
I think Kevin was just wondering about how Bon Clay works with the Crocodile effect.
Yep.
And honestly, totally fair. Not many people play Black Crocodile, let alone good enough to pilot it to a 3-0, like for the first 3 rounds. And if you don't know what that deck does, it can catch you off guard.
Yeah, on a 5-down turn play, ideally you want to see the Tashigi here. However, I don't see Tashigi. Let's go for a 5k cheeky swing interface first. We'll have to pitch out a 1k counter. Does have ground effort also available, just in case for the late game, being able to neutralize any blocker or abilities there.
One thing I do love looking at, though, I think this Black Croc is nearly max rarity. I can't tell if they're pre-release stamped or not, but every card has been alt-arted out.
I respect it. Unfortunately, his Don doesn't match up his theme. I'm sorry, mate.
True. Kevin does have a 5-cost Perona, though, in hand. It's not like the worst play just to start getting your leader effect online here.
I mean, it's great to have, because not only does it freeze a potential Don or thing, but it goes for a 5k swing, really applying pressure onto the Crocodile. Does take the life going down to 3 over here.
And here's the Miss Doublefinger that Bon Clay normally plays out, I find, first. It's also a bit nicer in this matchup because that +1 cost sometimes makes the Mihawk stuns no longer hit.
I believe, so the Perona target was definitely the Bonkray, but then it just, you know what, I'm going to pop it, but using my leader ability, being able to play something else. The question is, what is he going to play? He's going to...
he hit a Daz Bones and a Secret Croc. Could be the Daz Bones that allows...
And it's exactly that, being able to attack on the same turn that it's played if there's 0 cost.
Yes.
Or if there's 0 cost on the field.
So it does give a bit more power, and he can Do you even go for the Kikinojo here? Like,
I mean, if you go for the Kikinojo, it doesn't have Coffin Vote on the field. It also forces Kevin to freeze another card which he actually doesn't want to, and really just, like, puts a halt on his leader
yeah.
ability.
And it looks like Tyson is going for this more board control game plan, which honestly might be. Mihawk doesn't have the most draw power.
Mm.
The Wano version Kevin is on does actually have a bit more draw power than the standard because of the Momo surges
Yes.
and things like that. So honestly, it's not the worst idea to just go for board, and once you get to late game, you're like, cool, I'm just going to keep stunning your big boss monsters with a crocodile every single turn, and what are you going to do?
Matt, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm so inspired to make a Croc deck now.
I mean, the deck is gorgeous. Look at it.
No, I want to. It looks so fun. I don't like playing meta decks. I like playing these kind of like underdog decks. It goes for a 5k swing into the Kikinojo as well as getting rid of that. I'm using that most to its full effect, and plays himself with Miss Double Finger. Passes the turn over to Kevin.
One thing as well we didn't call out. Kevin was fully tapped out, so that Perona couldn't play anything. So that Perona just straight up, like it didn't get the most value possible.
Yes, very unfortunate for Kevin's side. There is going to be the coffin bird a little too late. It's the ship has legit sailed for it, but I guess he could probably play just a draw and filter through his cards.
I think you have to as Kevin in this position. Like you can't afford to not have a 5-cost on board, and you need coffin boat to make sure your like deck is functioning as intended.
Yeah, plays the one. Plays one over here. Can get himself another Perona Searcher. Man, I am seeing a lack of Tashigi on board right now.
I know. And like this is what the second searcher, and there is a Law Beppo, yep, immediately adding it to hand.
There is going to be the Tashigi as well, but it's going straight to the bottom of the deck. Like really trying to the board presence is lacking, but maybe he's trying to just, wait until late game, gets himself another Perona.
Another Perona.
Okay, he freezes the Daz Bones. Still has a double finger to work around with, and he goes for a AK swing into lead. He does have himself the ground death with one Don open, but goes for 2/2Ks instead. Passes the turn over to Tyson. Now, this is where it gets scary. He's on 8 Don turn. Will be able to freeze it. Is the man, the myth, the legend, the Croc going to make his appearance with his 8 Don turn play? We'll just have to wait and see. He's going to go for maybe a fish swings first to see, to mill out as many cards as possible. Thank goodness Crocodile is in slash type. Can you imagine if it was slash type? That would be so unfortunate.
Just double checking though. How many cards was in Crocodile's trash when that Perona was played? Because Miss Doublefinger, if there's 7 or more cards in trash, gives +2 cost. So that Perona might not have actually been able to stun those units. I didn't count the trash immediately. That's on me, but it is something to know.
No, great observation. I totally missed that.
Because I was like, Miss Doublefinger is incredibly helpful in this matchup to stop some of the like stuns from being able to actually be triggered. However, we also did just notice that Croc did play one of my favorite things in the game, and it's like fake Gecko Moria of Nico Roberts into Bon Clay.
Just a reminder for the people at home. How does what does 7 cost do? Is it similar to the Gecko Moria? You said?
Yeah, it's just play a 4 cost from trash, and I believe also I think there was also a 1 cost effect part of it. But yep, as you can see, Crocodile is doing the classic game plan of kind of like flooding the board with decent effects that help buff the rest of the board and also set up for future turns. And Kevin is doing the classic Mihawk game plan of I'm going to try and play 5 costs out, get some searches out, and try and use my 3 extra Don a turn to just get a bit more chip value in across the board.
Yeah, you are correct with that, Miss Sunday. Just basically another version of Gecko Moria, but for Baroque works. A 1 cost and a 4 cost from trash.
Mini Gecko, and playing the 1 cost out is always pretty good because it gives you a free target to kill off your Crocodile as well. So some of them are just like, I'm going to on KO draw 2 and discard 2. And it's like, I'll take that cycle.
Being on the 9 Don turn curve, he uses the Otama first searches, gets himself another search, looking for
lots of searches coming out of Kevin's side, but we're not really seeing any boss monsters be able to get dropped due to it.
Yeah, that one being on that less 1 Don curve is really preventing the Beppo Law to be making
Yeah,
an
if the
appearance.
Law Beppo could have been played this turn, like it would have been huge because it means Tyson can't really put any pressure on during his ideal Croc turn. But at the same time, like Kevin is an excellent player who has no doubt navigated these kind of weird, awkward hands in the past. Because honestly, Mihawk is prone to pricking. Like it's got some very questionable.
Speaking of which, there is going to be the Four Emperors himself making an appearance. Shanks minusing 1,000 to every single thing on the field. However, Miss Doublefinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of it kind of balances that out.
Miss Doublefinger doesn't give plus 1,000 to
only,
everything. It's just
herself. My apologies. That's right.
But honestly though, like negative 1,000 power is incredibly difficult right now because Kevin's going to follow up with Law Beppo next turn, and you need to be 8,000 to even hit that man. Like
it's also kind of it's kind of hard on Tyson as well due to the fact that even if he does play the 8-cost Crocodile and he decides to freeze that Shanks, it's still going to be a card that Kevin is able to utilize because he could just rest it. He could just rest it and rest it like is it a 4-cost or less? The Shanks?
Oh,
what?
Oh, the Shanks. I think it's 6.
6. Yeah, dude, it's a massive number. 6 cost or less. Jeez.
But Miss Doublefinger is going to stop most of that, so we do love that about it.
10 on turn play. Is he? Yes. Yes. He's doing it. He's doing
Here's
it.
the Croc.
Here's the Croc. Come on, bring it up.
It's the boss monster of the deck, Tyson. We need to see it.
Before we do that, we're just gonna go for Cheeky's 5k swing into face first. With 1 Don still available, can play at an event, but does have a lot and does take life, going down to 3, going for another 5k swing using the Boncure.
The Bon Clay is such a good card to just leave on board for the first time as well, because you're just like, all right, now, okay, I'll play another card I need. Honestly, maybe another Doublefinger could go hard, plus 4 cost across the board would be pretty good. Like,
goes for another 6k swing with Mr. Daz Bones.
One thing to note as well in Kevin's hand, I don't know if you spotted it, but he does have I Want to Be the Samurai.
Being able to draw 2 cards.
Rest 2 cards.
Yeah.
Rest 2 characters to draw 2. And he's got so many, like, baby searches on the board. Like,
just checking how many cards. Is that a Megalodon?
Maybe?
Is it a Megalo? No, on the far left.
Yeah, on the far left. Because maybe.
I'm trying to see. Please, Kevin, please show us your cards. Still hasn't touched any of his Don yet. Just really contemplating. Does he use the Miss All Sunday to just build board, or like he doesn't even have any blockers in the trash to play out of. So I don't think Miss Sunday is going to be the best move here. But yeah, we're gonna see Mr. Zero himself going for a 6-7k swing first into lead. Does take the life.
Going to 2?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if I'm Tyson and he's taking these attacks, you're feeling kind of good about it. You're like, you know what? Like, getting Mihawk down to 2 life makes it feel like you can actually go for game.
Yeah. So using the leader ability.
And as you can see, leader effect, resting, killing the Bon Clay to play out a 5 cost or less. Wonder if Tyson was secretly hoping to hit a different card. Like, he's like, oh, maybe I could just play it another Doublefinger if I hit it.
Well, it was playing from trash, right? So maybe he could play the Mr. What is it? The blocker. So basically,
the Mr. One.
So when he gets KO'd, he can bring himself back.
Oh, this blocker? Yeah. No, that is a blocker that does that. It is kind of handy. I feel like
Mr. 4. That's right, Mr. 4. Yep.
I do feel like though.
There he is.
Oh, there it is.
There's the Croc.
Yes, we do love Crocodile. That card is so hard to remove. And he's using it's the new tech that they've put in to replace Tempest Kick.
Mm-hmm.
It does neg 3,000 power and then stuns at 0 cost.
So it's basically
not neg 3,000 power, neg 3 cost and then stuns at 0 cost.
So basically, it's a double stun.
Yep.
Dude. It feels like Green's getting a taste of its own medicine because similar to how it can use that 1 cost event, the Supernova event, the Luffy card, where it can stun 7 costs or less.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's horticulture patchwork. And that card has like been popping off ever since people were talking about Tempest Kick bans. So Black Croc is definitely one of the decks that can truly abuse it because the leader effect giving neg 10 cost means most things in the game do end up costing 0, so horticulture is just another stun. And then also, like, depending on how you sequence it, you can also trash Croc to stun another thing because Croc will come back and play himself.
Oh my gosh.
So you can get a bunch of stuns off onto the board depending on how you sequence the deck. But as you can see, Mihawk did just play Law Beppo and stun the Croc himself.
Speaking of which, you mentioned you could be my samurai. It was just used resting the two
Plays another
weenies.
Coffin Boat
Yeah.
as well.
Just redraws another card, so that's 3 cards in one. We'll be able to swing 7 into the lead, blocking with the Mr. 4.
And then adding another Croc back, so he can play that Croc, stun the Law Beppo.
That's 3 stuns.
I think it's actually two.
Well, unless he has patchworks.
True. But also, you only need 2 stuns with what Kevin's board is looking like. Mihawk and Perona are not the most threatening things. I do wonder if you're in Tyson's position, though. You're like, do I actually just swing at the Otama and Peronas to get them off board? So
yeah, because you if
we've seen the samurai.
Yeah, if you keep spamming that you can be my samurai, and like, yeah, you know what, might as well just get rid of him. Like, he does have he doesn't even have weenies on board, but unless do you want to just prioritize us going on board and hopefully Kevin bricks, but that's too much of a gamble. The amount of cards that Kevin has in his hand, unfortunately, Tyson doesn't play blue, so he can't just putting it. Well, he can't. Like, what do you think is the ideal move for Tyson in this situation?
I do think, though, you do need to play that second Croc. You really need to have 2 on board to start establishing, like, being able to put pressure onto the Mihawk player. Mihawk does have difficulty sometimes stunning 2 or more things, especially if they're large bodies. So, as you can see, he has used Croc effect. He did kill the Croc to play the Croc again, and also stun the Law Beppo, which is perfect. Yeah, so
Now,
that is one of the tricky things about Croc. It's always just like, how do I deal with this? Like,
there we go. There's another 8-cost Croc, and it's premium the Lord Beppo.
And he did draw a Croc Searcher event, so he's probably going to just play that. He's got the spare Don for it.
Oh, he did another Croc.
That's it. You do love that. You love having a 10k body that's really good, and you can utilize every single turn, and you get 3 of it.
And exactly what you said, really swinging into the weenies to prevent any more. You can be my samurai because he's sick and tired of those draws, man. So there we go. Get rid of those 2 weenies. He does have a 10k, an 8k, and another 7k swing to worry about. Let's see what he does here. He's going to go for an 8k swing into face.
Yeah.
Sorry, 7k swing because of the Shanks.
I mean, it's still perfect numbers to try and force another card out of Kevin's hand. He did draw additional cards with I Want to Be a Samurai, but honestly, just trying to get that countdown as much as possible is always going to be helpful.
He didn't swing with his other Croc.
Remember, he did play one, and he did KO the one that was stunned off the Law Beppo.
So it is going to be a double. Yeah, that's right. My apologies there.
It's always so hard to keep track of Croc's board until you've, like, seen it in action numerous times.
Okay, 2 big bodies onto the field. We do have that Shank still available. Now I see
neither of those can attack their. Oh my god!
That's okay. That's okay. That's completely fine. You can freeze my Lord Beppo. I mean, it's one less swing to worry about, but at the same time, you know what? I'm gonna take full advantage of it. I'm gonna KO that 8-cost Croc and bring it back, and I'll freeze your other Lord Beppo for you.
Yeah, you tried. But yeah, Shank's attacking, resting the double finger, and then just.
He does have the 1-cost event,
Ground Death.
Yeah, so being able to bunk up from to 8,000 power, because it is a 7,000 power.
Yes, so, it is.
Is it 7,000? No, Shanks is not 7,000 power.
Shanks is.
It's 8, a 9, isn't it?
8, right?
7-cost. Man, it's been a while since we've seen. It's a 9,000 power, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Typically, I feel like you don't see.
Because it's got no counter.
Oh wait, the Shanks was rested, so it was just attacking 7 with
Mihawk. Okay.
Yes, sorry. It's because the Crocodile's done both the Shanks and the Beppo. And moving forward, we do know both Beppos are going to be stunned, so he's still feeling relatively healthy in my eyes.
Yeah, he uses the 1 ground death to bunk it himself up to plus 3,008. So passing the turn over to our Tyson, to our Croc player.
Yep.
We'll be able to swing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 5 times, but he will have to do some Don investment onto his leader to bunk it up all the way to 7, because that Mihawk is currently on 7 right now.
I do wonder at this point, Like, we know Tyson is playing another Crocodile, so is he just going to try and don up wisely and go face and try and chip Kevin down to 1 life at this turn, and then next turn, if he doesn't have that third Law Beppo, does he just go for game then? Like, because I don't think Tyson is at risk of dying. He's at 2 life, and Kevin really only is going to have 3 attacks.
With one of the Law Beppos being unable
both
to attack.
Law Beppos will be stunned because he's going to play the third one most likely. So it does lead to just being Shanks, Perona, and Mihawk leader, which honestly by themselves aren't the most threatening thing.
It's so like, man, Tyson has seen legit. Wait, is there one more Croc in trash?
He added it off the blocker.
Yeah.
And then he searched for one.
Okay, so there's still one more kid.
Yes.
Dare I say he gets a full house and gets himself all 4 Crocs?
The Crocs all here. But Kevin's hand is looking pretty big. And I also did notice Kevin was laughing last turn when he added the Crocodile to hand. He's like, oh my lord, not another one. Like, how do I deal with this?
Going for a 9k swing into lead. We'll have to pitch out a 2 and a 1 since his leader is thing. But is he going to go towards the Perona instead? We'll just have to wait and see. I think he's just...
It's actually not the worst because he does have to then rest one of those dons to be able to play something out.
Yep.
And then it means he's at more risk of being hit.
Now, he's just contemplating this is really putting a halt on Kevin's aggression. Those Crocs, mate, it's basically, this is the epitome of a zombie, like it's a zombie deck. Let's be real. And the fact that it's kind of like based on the lore as well, you keep hitting Croc, but it just keeps regenerating back and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You're so endless. You're just useless at this point. Oh my.
Wait, are you saying Law and Beppo is also being canon? Because they've been pretty useless this game as well.
Heyo. Gets rid of something.
And here comes the Croc. Stun the other Law Beppo.
Oh, Kevin's having a field day. 2 dots still available.
He's stunning the Shanks because it's
I think he's
cost reduction.
I think he's putting aside, so I think it's both.
Yeah, but regardless, a Law Beppo swinging for 11, you're at 2 life. You can just take that. You're not caring. You've got, 7 cards in hand? Like, you've got 2 Don up. You've got 2 ground deaths in hand. You're chilling.
You're chilling, bro. You're good. Does he have... Well, this is the Shigi. Does he have another boss monster? He does have another boss monster. He's going to get himself another Law Beppo. Stunning that Croc.
Oh, my lord. Sometimes decks just play their boss monsters every turn, and we've just seen both of them.
Can I hear me out? Hear me out. That top deck right over there. Please let it be another 8-cost Croc. Resting the missed double finger.
Yep.
We'll be able to swing into it. It's going to be a 6,000 into lead. We'll have to pitch out a 2k counter. It does exactly that using the VV. 7 and 7 into lead. Has to pitch out a 2 and a 1. Still has 1 Don open for the ground death. Will he use it?
Having said that, if you're Tyson's position here, do you just go for game next turn?
No blockers. No blockers. 2 Don up.
He's a 7k leader, and he's got 2 Don up, so like there is potentially a lot of counter Kevin could have in hand. We've seen a couple of like 1-cost counter events in hand as well. But like you've got 2 Crocs on board. Like you could maybe go for it, right?
You could try to go for it, but it's really intimidating seeing what Kevin has and he hasn't. In hindsight, yes, but still, these guys are 3-0 for a reason. They've thought of every single they've been really thinking about their really taking their time with their choices, not really rushing into it.
Whilst they are taking their time with their choices, they're also still playing quickly because they know what they want to be doing after they've made their decision. They're like, cool, I'm just going to go X, Y, Z. Bam, bam, bam. Play 2 Crocs out this turn.
You know what? Crocodile being KO'd, using the leader ability, you may have rested it, but you know what? I'm going to bring it back to life. It's making a comeback.
And there's also no point in ever attacking a rested Crocodile anyways. It's just going to play itself back anyways. So, optimally, I think, just keep on stunning it or like doing what Kevin has been doing is the best game plan against it.
No, just keep stunning. Here we go.
I'm still shocked that Kevin has drawn the 3rd Law Beppo. Like, he has not searched for 2 of them. So he's just seeing them naturally. And that is...
I know. How many searches did he do where he does Mononosuke? He had the You Can Be My Samurai as well as the Perona searcher. Yeah.
So he has played a couple of... and 2 Otama searches. So he has seen quite a lot of his deck. But at the same time, like, it is very shocking that like that third Law Beppo might have been like the nail in the coffin for Tyson.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't that card and it was any other card getting played last turn, maybe Tyson could have gone for game and just really tried to solidify a win here.
Now he does have a couple of blockers up available, so if you wish, but I think it's kind of risky because knowing green, you can still get rested, but either
one blocker is not enough.
You need to like. So I don't think Tyson will be wasting any Don investment on potential blockers. I mean, there is Dead Man's Game still available. Just trying to think. Tyson hasn't seen his fourth Croc.
He hasn't.
But
I don't know if I would want to spend any Don to try and draw that Croc as well. Like, he does have a couple of searches or like card cyclers in hand, but it's not enough, I don't think. Yeah. So it looks like he is going to try and chip Kevin down slightly, which...
It's going to be a 7k into a lead.
And Kevin does have, what, 8 cards in hand?
No. If you just had a 1k counter, using the Tsuchigi to, wasn't seen in the early game, but it's now provides some usefulness.
One of the things I love when players do against Mihawk is they just go for plus 1,000 power over the leader. So, like, if Mihawk is 7, they go for 8, because Mihawk doesn't have the largest 2k counter count.
Yes.
They often try and go a bit piggier with like one cost counter events that go for like plus 2 or 4k instead. And I do believe Kevin does have 2 of those 4k counter events in hand, so he probably isn't feeling too at risk at the moment, but...
Ooh, I think he's going for a search here using one of the one-cost searches, and it is going to be the Miss Valentine looking for a possible... Oh, and there is going to be the Patchworks, but it can't get that, unfortunately. It can only be Baroque Works. Gets himself another Miss All Sunday. No, not Miss All Sunday, Miss...
Double Finger.
Miss Double Finger, thank you.
So... it is feeling a bit rough at the moment as well. Like, maybe if you're in Tyson's position... Oh, he's just playing another.
Oh, here we go. Come on. Give us the Croc. No Croc, but he can get a Ground Death, which is completely fine. He does have 2 Ground Deaths in hand.
Ground Death does mean he might live next turn.
Possibly, with the amount of 2k counters he has in hand, it's going to be an option.
At that point, do you just kind of don up and swing face as much as... Oh,
no, he has to get... Yeah, he's swinging into Perona, which is a safe move. He can be trying to pitch out as many cards as possible from hand and trying to reduce the amount of aggression that Kevin might display in the next turn. But he's just contemplating because he does have a Dead Man's Game as a counter, but I'm pretty sure he has other 1k counters that he can probably use. He's just really taking advantage of... Let's see, this Croc has been used. So he's going to go for another 10k swing at live. Has to pitch out a 2 and a 1. Can use Dead Man's Game plus 1,000 counter.
Let's see how Tyson is navigating this turn. Like, the lethal is always... I don't think it's going to be lethal this turn.
No, it won't be.
But he's trying to set up as close to lethal as possible and hoping he can just live on the return, which is always good. And Kevin has so many events in hand.
You have 5 minutes, 3 times at the time. Thank you so much.
Not gonna lie, that scared the crap out of me. That's a jump scare.
Yep.
Oh man, thank you, Christelle, for that.
I saw Paul visibly jump into the air just then, multiple feet, some might say.
I did a backflip and everything.
He's on the other side of Marvel Stadium at the moment. He's just gone running. Caught him off guard.
Oh mate.
No, this is... Oh, Paradise Waterfall.
Yeah, being able to restand one of his characters.
Another one.
Another one. Here you go, restarting that Lord Beppo.
I don't think it means too much, really, because the Croc isn't like keep them rested. It's just stun them and they can't attack.
Yeah.
But, you got to be a bit afraid if you're looking at, like, if you're Tyson in this position, you're like, that is a lot of Lord Beppo attacks coming towards me next turn. Like,
yo, man.
Can I live?
9k swing into the Mihawk. Please no more jump scares, Christelle. Still has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now hear me out. What if Kevin is actually hitting Noah's Ark trigger here?
Don't you dare say that. Do not get my hopes up.
Maybe one day.
Ooh, gets himself the Mr. 4 potentially going for a block. I mean, he can use the Dead Man's Game.
So Kevin is... Oh, he's just used Dead Man's Game, rested 2 things, and I think this is game.
Pretty
Yeah,
much Jova. Oh, so unfortunate. Do you reckon the best approach would have been like to at least leave one Don open?